Hey guys, welcome back to Robo. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe in your houses. And today we're going to talk about the different types of parts of your drones and everything of that sort. Like what are they, how do they work, what is their importance in the drone building. So yeah, we're just going to talk about the various components that are used to make a quadcopter. Stay tuned. So let's talk about what components do you need to make a quadcopter. Like the basic ones and the least ones that you just absolutely need to make a quadcopter. So there are 8 of them which you absolutely need to make a quadcopter. The frame, the motors, the ESC, that is the electronic speed controller. You need propellers, you need flight controllers, you need transmitters and receivers, you need batteries, the most important of them are batteries, and you need some miscellaneous things. So we're going to talk about what each of these are individually, what role do they play in your drone, and why are they absolutely necessary to build a drone at first place. So we're going to talk about each of them, go through what they are, different types of what they are, and just let's get started. Before we get started, have you subscribed yet? If not, please do, because we're going to come up with a lot of drone content. So subscribe for that. We're going to come up with many embedded systems projects, IoT projects, drone projects, Python programming, everything of that sort. Whatever you need, we're going to do it on here on our channel. So subscribe if you already haven't. And now let's talk about frames of your drones. So frame is something that includes arms to hold your propellers and a chassis to hold your batteries, your flight controllers, everything of that sort. So this is what gives your drone the look and the structure. Frames are made up of various materials like plastic, glass fiber, carbon fiber, and you have to select the frame according to what type of a drone you want to build. Because this is the most important part. This is what is going to hold everything inside of your drone. Before you start building a drone, you should be sure of what type of a material do you want for your frame. For example, if you want a carbon fiber material, it's light, it's thin, it's great. But if you want an aluminum material, that's going to be very strong, but then it's going to vibrate a little bit when it goes up and is flying in the air. According to what your needs are and what type of a drone you want to build, make sure that you choose the correct frame. The next thing we're going to talk about are motors. Usually quadcopters require 4 motors for them to actually lift the quadcopter up in the air. The brushless motor is the next most important thing to be used in your quadcopter, because these motors should be powerful enough for your drone to be able to fly in the air. So the kV rating, the RPM and everything of that sort is very important for the drone that you want to make. So the RPM of the motor varies with the kV rating and its input voltage. So lower the kV rating, higher the thrust, and higher the kV rating, lower the thrust. So yeah, select your motors accordingly, according to the kV, the RPM and everything that you want for your drone. Let's talk about ESC, that is the electronic speed controller. This is basically used to control the direction and the speed of your drone. An ESC converts DC into 3-phase AC power for driving brushless motors. This is the main interface between your motor and your flight controller. While selection of the ESC, the current rating of this ESC must be higher than the ampere drawn by all the motors and the other components. So this is something that you have to keep in mind while selecting the type of ESC that you are going to use for your drone. Normally an ESC comes with 5 inputs, but these days ESCs come with 4 inputs. That is, 2 are for the ground and the PWM for your flight controller, and the other 2 are inputs for your batteries. An ESC also comes with something called battery eliminator circuit, that is BEC, which basically delivers the electric power to all the circuitries without the need for multiple batteries. The fourth thing that we're going to talk about are propellers. Propellers are basically wings for your quadcopter. What they do is push the air downwards and make your drone fly up in the air. Nowadays you get propellers in every shapes and sizes that you want. Propellers largely affect the flying speed, the load it takes, and even the maneuvering speed that a drone has. Select your propellers very wisely. According to the attributes that you need, you can select the propeller for the length and the pitch that you want. Pitch, if you don't know what the pitch of a propeller is the shape and the slant that the propeller has. Now let's talk about the flight controllers. The flight controllers are basically the brains of your entire quadcopter. Basically, this is a small computer with various sensors which understands the movement of your drone. It has multiple sensors like gyroscope, accelerometer, barometer, magnetometer, everything of that sort. Flight controllers are basically configured with the help of softwares. Softwares like CleanFlight, Betaflight, Mission Planner, etc. Everything of that sort. Okay, let's talk about the transmitter and the receiver. If you don't know what a transmitter is or what a receiver is, what these two do is that transmitter sends the data through a radio frequency, a set radio frequency, to the receiver, which is connected to your flight controller on your drone. It uses radio signals to transmit all of this data. So what this does is that once whatever signal that you send on your transmitter over here, it receives at the receiver end, and that is sent to the flight controller, which then maneuvers your drone according to the data that you send on your transmitter. And so this is how this transmitter and receiver pair work, and this is really important because this is how you're going to control your drone. Finally, let's talk about batteries. Batteries for your quadcopter are going to be lithium polymer batteries. The flight time of your entire drone depends on the capacity that your battery has. The higher the capacity, the higher the amount of time that the drone is going to fly. So remember, batteries are the heaviest thing that your drone is going to carry. So select your batteries accordingly. Don't just select a higher capacity battery just because it's going to last for a longer time. Sure, it is going to, but it's going to be really heavy too. So if you have a small quadcopter, for example, and you just choose to have a big battery with a big capacity, that quadcopter is not going to be able to lift your battery. If you want a full comprehensive tutorial on how to choose the perfect lithium polymer battery for your drone, we made an entire video just talking about that. So click right here and it will take you right there. At the end, last but not least, let's talk about miscellaneous stuff that is just going to add to your drone and just make it more stable and just right. Like the connector to connect the battery to the PDB of the drone. Mostly all LiPo 3SN4S battery use XT60 connectors, servo cables, zip cables, LiPo voltage checker, all of these sorts. These are just little things that are just going to make your flight more stable and just right and perfect. And that was it. These were the basic components that you're going to need to build the perfect quadcopter. These are absolutely necessary, and if this video helped you, leave it a like, share it with your friends. Also, if you want to know about these things in more detail, we've written a blog on this topic itself. It's the first link down in the description. You can check that out. Also, comment down below what other drone content would you like to see from us, and subscribe again if you already haven't. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.